Greetings, everyone. Welcome. I'm Dr. Don McMaster. I'm the president of Alpena Community College. I'd like to welcome you to the 2025 commencement at Alpena Community College. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for the national anthem and the invocation? We will
The boat, but if you want to create an underwater reef for fish to go in, they can do that. Anyway, I want to thank all of you for being here, and I hope all of you, when we leave here today, both the students and us old-timers, that we will always continue to learn and be students. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you, Chairman Briggs. I'd like to introduce the people on the platform. We have ACC trustee, Chairman John Briggs, Vice Chairman Tom Townsend, Florence Stibbitz, Dr. Lisa Hilberg, Sue Stender, Teresa Duncan. And we have VPs, Dr. Nick Breggy, Dr. Paige Gordier. We have the Executive Director of the ACC Foundation, Mary Egan. We have Director of Alumni Relations, Rob Enslin. We have Reverend Thomas Orth. We have Candy Dombrowski, Chief Operating Officer of Besser Company. And we have Todd Artley, who will be delivering the commencement address shortly. So can we have a hand for those folks? Next up is designation of College Fellow, Mary Egan.
In 1972, ACC President Herbert Stoutenberg instituted the Fellow of the College Award to honor those who make outstanding educational, cultural, or economic contributions to Northeast Michigan. This year, I have the honor of presenting the Fellow of the College Award to Max Lindsay. To say Max is deserving of this honor is a gross understatement. In fact, you would be hard-pressed to find someone else who has had more of a positive impact on the college for such a sustained period of time than he has. Max's ACC story begins in 1976, when the former University of Olivet basketball standout was hired at ACC to be the Assistant Dean of Students. Now, at the time when inflation was rising and Americans were told to economize, turn down the heat, and put on a sweater, Alpena Community College certainly got their money's worth with Max. His duties as Assistant Dean of Students included also being the Director of Admissions and the Director of Financial Aid. Max was eventually promoted to be the Dean of Student Affairs at ACC, and while you may think he finally got to wear just one hat at the college, you would be wrong. Many Hat Max, as a colleague called him, was now responsible for student discipline, student activities, was the athletic director, commencement day supervisor, as well as continuing to direct financial aid. Max makes the rest of the administrators at ACC a little nervous. We're all afraid we'll be deemed the next Max Lindsay and saddled with the work of 5 people. Alas, there is but one Max Lindsay. The rest of us are just imitators. It's not hyperbole to say that Max Lindsay is one of the reasons ACC has an athletics department today. In the early 1980s, the college faced budgetary problems that were serious enough for the governing board to consider doing away with sports. Nobody fought harder than Max to keep athletics at ACC. Max retired from ACC in 2011 after 35 years of service. Instead of living out his retirement years on a golf course somewhere, Max was appointed by the Alpena Public Schools Board of Education to serve as the district's Career and Technical Education College Coordinator. During his time with APS, Max, alongside Joyce McCoy and Kristen Burles, helped to develop and implement the APS ACC Early Middle College program in 2013, with 36 students in their first cohort. 12 years later, nearly half of ACC students come from dual-enrolled and early middle college students. Throughout his career in education, Max didn't just loaf around at home on the weekends, oh no. As I mentioned earlier, he was a standout basketball player and captain of the team at the University of Olivet, where he was inducted into their Athletics Hall of Fame in 1990 for basketball and baseball. A passionate supporter of athletics, Max went on to be a stellar collegiate basketball referee in the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. He spent his weekends calling games at schools like Northern Michigan University, Michigan Tech, and Grand Valley State. When he wasn't working or reffing basketball, Max was helping out in his adopted hometown of Alpena. He was a member of the exploratory committee that established Habitat for Humanity in Alpena 36 years ago and has served on their board of directors for most of those years, the last 12 as board president. In 2013, Max joined the Alpena Community College Foundation Board of Trustees, and we're really glad he did. He chairs the marketing committee, is integral to the success of the Robert M. Granum Scramble for Students golf outing, and hosts the Lumberjack Legends Athletics Hall of Fame. As ACC Director of Admissions, Mike Colleen says, Max is the original Mr. ACC, and that is an honor right there. And it is, but we have another honor to add to it. Because of Max's contributions to the educational, cultural, and economic lives of the citizens of Northeast Michigan, Alpena Community College proudly confers upon him the title of Fellow of the College. Max, please join us.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rob Enslin. As the Director of Alumni Relations here at ACC, it's my honor to congratulate all of the newest ACC graduates. Whether you arrived here from just down the street or from towns across Michigan, whether you are carrying on a family tradition or breaking new ground as a first-generation college student, you've made it. Tonight, I have the special privilege of presenting ACC's 2025 Distinguished Graduate Award, an honor given yearly to an ACC alum who exemplifies excellence in their field and generosity in their life. This year's recipient is a man whose story blends entrepreneurial drive with community spirit. Doug Field, class of 1984. Doug grew up right here in Northeast Michigan. He attended ACC over 4 decades ago, and like so many of our students, he carried a strong work ethic and a practical mindset into his studies. ACC gave him the foundation to not only learn a trade, but to also build a vision. In 1987, Doug founded Vulcan Systems, a company that would go on to become a national leader in high-quality welding alloys. But Vulcan Systems is about more than just one of the best welding alloy companies in the world. It's about innovation, service, and integrity. Values Doug has held highly throughout his career. Doug often shares the principles that guide his life. Always put the Lord first. Expectations, passion, persistence. 100% from 100%. America isn't perfect, it's just the best. No one remembers you for what you keep, only for what you give. That last part, what you give, might be the most telling. For all his professional success, Doug's heart has remained rooted in Alpena. Through personal contributions and through the success of his business, he has also supported countless local efforts that strengthen our hometown. Whether it's backing charitable organizations, supporting local causes, or simply reminding us what it means to be Alpena strong, Doug lives his values out loud. He is the 33rd recipient of this award, and he joins a proud legacy of ACC alumni who prove that where you start doesn't define where you finish, but where you serve others along the way does. Doug Field is a builder of business, of community, and of opportunity. And tonight, we are proud to recognize him as ACC's 2025 Distinguished Graduate. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Doug Field.
Congratulations to Max and Doug Field. Tonight's commencement address will be given by retiring ACC faculty and electrical instructor Todd Artley. Yeah. Todd has taught at ACC with great distinction for 28 years, obviously has a lot of fans here tonight, and helped build the utility and associated programs into premier occupational programs. This is a premier occupational program nationwide. And his career highlights include expansion of the UTT program in both curriculum and enrollment, U.S. Department of Labor accreditation of the electrical programs. He helped design the Electrical Power Technology Center. He helped hundreds of students over the years begin or change careers and launch them to become highly successful in their field. He's a union president, vice president, negotiator, department chair. He chaired the curriculum committee for 10 years. These are internal things that are very important to the school. He's a faculty rep on the COVID emergency response team. That was a very significant role. In each of these roles, he has been integral to ACC living up to its potential and its best values. And most recently, he was a faculty leader in last week's Lineman Rodeo, hosted by ACC, an event that made us all proud. So folks, welcome Todd Artley.
Good evening, everyone, families and friends. Thanks for supporting this year's graduating class of 2025. And to the graduates, congratulations. Tomorrow starts a new chapter in your lives. Your time here at ACC has been filled with late night study sessions, maybe a little bit of partying, and a forging of friendships that are going to last you a lifetime. My route getting to where I am today is not as linear as most of you. Most of you came right out of high school and went to college, picked a career, and hopefully you get to go where that career is. I started my college education back in 1981. Yeah, that was a while ago. It's good to plan for the future. Some of you have jobs. It's good to plan for the future. Some of you have jobs right. Good to plan for the future. Some of you have jobs right from plan for the future. Some of you have jobs right from the future. Some of you have jobs right from here. Some of you have jobs right from here. You're going to go. Some of you have jobs right from here. You're going to go. Some of you have jobs right from here. You're going to go out and. Some of you have jobs right from here. You're going to go out and work in the workplace and become productive members of the society, like taxpayers. Some of you are going on to a bachelor's degree, or maybe find something else to do. My life has been varied, and I've made some mistakes, and I've done some things that jobs that I didn't really enjoy and all that stuff, but, looking back on it, would I change any of it? No, not a bit, because it's the life experience that makes me who I am, and the same with you. It's your life experiences that's going to make you who you are. You forge friendships here. Like I said, they're going to last you a lifetime. You're going to run into people that you went to school with, and you're all bonded by the fact that you are graduates of ACC. Along with a host of other people over the years who have been graduates from ACC. I have two brothers who are graduates of ACC. Not quite there yet, but hopefully that'll happen pretty soon. We'll see how that goes. Some of you who know me pretty well, I do have to clean up my language a little bit for this address. A little bit, okay. When I was asked to give the commencement speech here, I was not expecting it at all. I had received an award from my boss here for working with the community. It was a Chamber of Commerce award. And I thought, well, thank you. You know, I know I've worked with a lot of business and all that kind of thing over the years. And I didn't realize at the time that I was supposed to stand up and say a few words in front of 300 or 400 community members and things like that. So I did that, and after I got down, you know, I talked from the heart, kind of like I'm doing tonight. You know, I'm going to take this and just kind of throw this away, as long as you guys keep me on track and time. Okay. Yeah, but after I was done that, I sat down with our college president, Don McMaster, and Nancy Saya, who's around here someplace. She was there too. And he was, I guess he was somewhat impressed with it. I was nervous. Believe me, I was really nervous, like I am tonight. Maybe you can't tell, but it's there. When I spoke from the heart. And that made it easier for me, kind of like my teaching style. You know, you don't see me read from a textbook or anything like that. And I can talk about electricity all night, but I promise I'm not going to do that here. Okay. What I mean to say is that certain events happened that night. The fact that I was speaking in front of a whole bunch of people and spoke from the heart, and I think I did okay. And then Don had asked me to give the commencement speech. My initial reaction was, hell no, you know, there's no way. But after thinking about it, and Nancy, bless your heart, she said, you would do just fine. And Nancy was in my corner that day. But that's one of these little things in life that is going to happen to each and every one of you if you pay attention to that. You know, I could have said, no way, I'm not doing that. And then I've lived my life long enough to know that that's one of those things that I should be paying attention to. You know, these little events are going to happen to each and every one of your lives. And when I was younger, I didn't listen to them. And this is what led me to have a little bit of a circle route back to where I had a good career and was happy with myself. It's going to happen to each and every one of you. So you're probably not old enough to be able to recognize that when it hits. But as you stumble, you make mistakes, and life throws curves at you. You know, everything happens for a reason. I firmly believe that. So as you guys go through your careers, little things are going to happen. As I was trying to prepare my speech for this, I happened to pick up the Alpena newspaper, and I was reading an article, and there it was. It was Joe Gentry, who's a board member who's not here tonight, had given a commencement address a few years ago, and he did a write-up of that and brought it back to life. And it once again, that's one of those little things. So the one thing that I would like to share from you from his speech, what I picked out is there was a Greek philosopher who coined the term agape. And his commencement speech was about love, not personal love, but love for humankind. And agape is the Greek word that describes that type of love. It's not a physical love. It's a caring for humanity. Fortunately for me, as I've gotten older and had a little bit more resources, a little bit more money in my pocket and things like that, I've been able to help out other people in ways that I never would have imagined, anonymously. And if you ever get that chance, paying it forward, or helping out someone in need, whether it's whipping out a $5 or $20 bill out of your pocket to help a mother, have a McDonald's lunch, or pay for someone behind you. You never know where that's going to go. And if you do it without expecting anything in reward, it's very fulfilling. And I think that's kind of the gist of what agape means to me, is love for humanity, helping each other, and listening. The other thing I want to talk about is connections. You're going to start out with connections here. We are a tribal species by nature. We like to group together with people that are together, that look like us, that talk like us, that come from the same places and things like that. And that's good. That is a good support structure. But I encourage you to connect with people who are not the same as you. People who come from different backgrounds or different races or different political schemes, or however you want to say that. You know, when I first got here as an instructor at ACC, coming from the contracting world, I was a little intimidated to be around these higher educated people, you know, with PhDs and master's degrees and political science instructors and psychology PhD people and that, and it can be a little bit intimidating, but what I found out over the years is I was myself. I tried to be as honest as I could, and I spoke my mind. I wasn't really intimidated on the outside, but I was on the inside. But after getting to know these people, it really enriched my life. I found out they're really not all that different than me, and seeing things from a different perspective, it really enriched my life. It allowed me to develop some empathy, which allowed me to be able to connect with even more people. And, you know, like I said at the beginning, teaching was never on my radar. But looking back in life, there have been little clues here and there, you know, working with neighborhood kids and things like that. And when I was a senior in high school, I had an extra hour. So I took an extra hour job with my electronics instructor, and he actually put me in front of the class with the freshmen in there, and he had me give me a lecture on Ohm's law and series and parallel and combination circuits. Way back then, okay? I was really, really nervous, and I said, I'm never going to do this again. But my instructor said, yo, no, you did just fine. You know, like, you guys probably can't tell. I'm really, really nervous up here. But that's inside. On the outside, I'm looking at you guys, and you know, just like we're in class, and that's kind of cool. One thing, and I have to say this, my parents are here, which is kind of cool. Thank you guys, and my wife at home. But jokingly, over the last maybe a couple of months ago or so, I was over at eating lunch with my parents there, and they were kind of chuckling about saying that they always had this, you know, said, and they said it about 2 or 3 times, and I remember that it's kind of a philosophy that I've taken to heart without even realizing that. And the simple phrase that we were laughing about was, because it's the right thing to do. So when you're going through life, you're going to be chased, you know, you're going to have options here and there. Maybe you're going to have a snag here or there, or something's just not going to be working right. Maybe you're down in the dumps or something like that. Reach out to somebody. But just know that these little twists and turns and things that happen to you in life, that's actually really worth treasuring. Because we don't have it all planned out. And it's okay. It's okay to just kind of go with the flow and see where it takes you. You know, everything happens to us for a reason. And maybe it's because we were going down the wrong path to begin with, and we need to change. And maybe not. Maybe it's just another little twist, another trip that we're going to go on. You know, after you graduate here, maybe you're going to go do some traveling, maybe go up to Alaska, do a little spearfishing. Huh? You got the jacket, yeah. That's philanthropy. Giving things away without anything in regard there. So my advice to you is pass it on. It is very rewarding. You will be in a position someday to be able to help somebody out in need, whether they need it or not. And you like the jacket, but yeah, that's all I ask. Yeah, just give it away. And the last thing I would like to bring to your attention, this is a celebration tonight, and this is your night. Okay? I started my college education 44 years ago, back in 1981, and I wasn't able to continue. I got my journeyman electrician card, my master electrician license, was able to teach here with those credentials, because obviously that says I know what I'm talking about when it comes to electricity. Maybe not so much on political science or some of those other things, but my life experiences have let me help you guys and give back. So this has been one of the most rewarding careers that I've had over the several different jobs and careers that I've had. This has been very rewarding. But tonight I'd like to, especially in front of my parents there, is let them know that I did finally complete my coursework and filled out all the paperwork. So tonight I join you as a graduate from ACC, the class of 2025. So Mom and Dad, you have 3 boys who graduated from Alpena Community College. And just to kind of get the blood boiling and going a little bit, let's do a little ACC chant. And I would like everybody in the building, including everybody over in the Grantham Theater, to join us in. Let's do it. ACC, ACC, ACC. Bring the roof down. ACC, AC, come on. ACC, ACC, ACC. All right, peace out, guys.
Now that's really hard to follow. Thank you, Todd. You definitely mean a lot to everybody here. That was great. Thank you. At this time, it's my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome to the podium Candy Dombruski, Chief Operating Officer at Besser, who will present the Anna and Jesse Besser Awards.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here today on behalf of Besser Company and to award our long-standing distinguished Jesse and Anna Besser Scholarship Awards. To provide you with a bit of history of who they were and why these awards are so important, I can take you back 175 years or so. Jesse Besser was the son of a German immigrant whose family left home in pursuit of the American dream. The Besser family eventually settled in northern Michigan, finding success in trapping, farming, logging, and operation of lumber mills. Their biggest success, however, was found in creating their very own industry to grow and ultimately making the Besser name a recognizable brand around the globe. In 1904, thanks to the diligent 2-year redesign of a clunky hand tamp machine, Besser Manufacturing Company was born, and the production of concrete block making equipment began out of small-town Alpena, Michigan. Unbeknownst to them at the time, they played a critical role in the revolution of the construction industry. A couple years later, Jesse married Anna Malvina, where he not only gained a wife, but a business partner as well. Anna served as Besser Company's vice president. It was an officer of the company at a time when it was not considered usual for women to be in a position of authority. Together, they made a powerful team. Over their lifetime, Jesse and Anna Besser were known for many things in the Alpena community: innovation and growth, certainly, but perhaps the most meaningful was their philanthropy. In the 1940s, as Besser Company flourished, they made a decisive commitment to share their success through the creation of the Besser Foundation. And in 1960, they created the Besser Fund. These 2 private, nonprofit organizations functioned with the intent of helping institutions help themselves, donating generous and reoccurring gifts of land, building materials, and money to ensure the community they loved would thrive. A strong focus on education was among their most notable priorities. The Besser family understood that no matter how robust they engineered and manufactured their equipment to be, it was the people running the machines, it was the people running the business that would make a difference. And certainly the people needed access to training and education in order to be successful. In fact, Jesse and Anna stand alone as Alpena Community College's greatest historical benefactors. Their gifts continue through the Besser Foundation and have helped secure millions of dollars of educational opportunities for students. With ACC's partnership, these gifts will continue for many generations to come. The promotion of education and training remain a cornerstone of Besser Company's culture still today. We're proud to partner closely with ACC on several other scholarship awards. We believe that's what Jesse and Anna Besser would have wanted. So it is with the outstanding legacy of philanthropy and educational focus of the Besser family that we present these 2 prestigious awards. We'll start with the Anna Besser Award, presented annually to a female student who has made an outstanding contribution to the life of the college through scholarship, student leadership, and the expression of responsibility in the solution of social problems. Cassia Marchinsky has made outstanding contributions to the life of the college through her work as a tutor in the Student Success Center and through her participation in the Student Leadership Commission, the Outdoor Club, and the treasurer of ACC RISE. RISE spreads awareness about the risks associated with drug and alcohol use and promotes healthy decision-making. Her expression of responsibility in the solution of social problems was demonstrated by her participation in HEROES, a local nonprofit designed to help those with special needs, By her service in the Teen Advisory Board at the Alpena Community Library, by her creation of the Beyond Differences Club at the Alpena Community Library, and through her participation in the Community Foundation for Northeast Michigan Community Impact Grant Board. For these accomplishments, we are pleased to present Cassia Marchinsky with the 2024-25 Anna Besser Award. The Jessie Besser Award, presented annually to a male student who has made an outstanding contribution to the life of the college through scholarship, student leadership, and the expression of responsibility and the solution of social problems. Carter Upper has made outstanding contributions to the life of the college through his participation on the cross-country team, as treasurer of ACC's chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, as vice president of ACC's Sigma Zeta group, and as an academic tutor with the Student Success Center. His expression of responsibility in solving social problems has been demonstrated through his participation as volunteer assistant track coach for Alpena middle and high school track teams, as an event volunteer for Science Olympiad, and as a cleanup volunteer with Great Lakes Great Responsibility, also as a volunteer for Alcona County Coffee for Veterans Group, and as a head camp counselor for 4-H Camp Outdoor Adventures. For all these accomplishments, we are pleased to present Carter Upper with the Jessie Besser Award.
Will the candidates for graduation please rise? Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the Divisions of Liberal Arts, Science, and Applied Science, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Science, Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, and Associate in General Studies degrees and certificates.
Upon nomination of the faculty of Alpena Community College and by the authority vested in me through the Board of Trustees and the laws of the state of Michigan, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science, Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, and Associate in General Studies and certificates. Please be seated.
College graduates are given various honors for academic achievement. Cum laude is the designation for maintaining a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.699. The next designation is magna cum laude, maintaining an average of 3.7 to 3.899. And the highest honor is summa cum laude with an average of 3.9 to 4.0. We ask that all applause be held until the last graduate passes. Will the first row of graduates please rise and proceed to the stage?
Ty D. Kyling, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Nicholas A. Felicia, Associates in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Cole J. Bailey, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Connor J. Carbonneau, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Bryce L. Burdan, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Cameron J. Gardner, Utility Technician Certificate.
Logan M. Ames, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Brandon J. Fowler, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Zian E. Monier, Utility Technician Certificate.
Tyler J. Sheffer, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, magna cum laude.
Drayton J. Evans, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Parker J. Bugner, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Garrett R. Northrup, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Zachary R. Callahan, Utility Technician Certificate, magna cum laude.
Hayden M. Henkowski, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Caden J. Aubrey, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, magna cum laude.
Justin C. Travis, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Liam H. Green, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Brian S. Farley, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Lucas Mercier, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Silas M. Finn, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Gavino G. Olviares, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Dante D. Gray, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, magna cum laude.
Gavin A. Miller, Utility Technician Certificate.
Trevor N. Swenson, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Jacob A. Brown, Utility Technician Certificate.
Caleb James Rybinski, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Gabriel Lawrence Allen, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Jordan J. Sokovalich, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, magna cum laude.
Brandon S. Wiltsey, Apprentice, Electrical Maintenance Certificate.
Hayden R. Pulowski, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, magna cum laude.
Luke D. Royer, Utility Technician Certificate, magna cum laude.
Jake Giesecke, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Paul H. Olson, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Samuel William Olar, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Christian C. Graves Heidman, Utility Technician Certificate.
Robert Christian Dier Williams, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, magna cum laude.
Hunter J. Vogel, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Xavier Bloomberg, Associate in Applied Science, Business Management, summa cum laude.
Josiah D. Handrich, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Riley Ransom, Utility Technician Certificate, summa cum laude.
Bryce E. Pringle, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Grant B. Krall, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, magna cum laude.
Chase R. Hoffman, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Caden F. Goldberg, Associate in Applied Science, Welding Technology.
Bo J. Kubik, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Karen Rosa Charbonneau, Associate in Applied Science, Registered Nursing.
Andrew J. Drake, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Danielle M. Leslie, Associate in Applied Science, Registered Nursing.
Kyle E. Cook, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
Andrea R. Bickle, Associate in Applied Science, Registered Nursing, cum laude.
Hunter D. Kosmeric, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Ashlyn E. Cedriana, Associate in Applied Science, Registered Nursing.
Grant M. Jarima, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, magna cum laude.
Nicole R. Bammel, Associate in Applied Science, Registered Nursing.
Michael B. Podnervinsky, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Gabrielle M. Landon, Associate in Applied Science, Registered Nursing.
Isabella R. Van Dyke, Associate in Science.
Tabitha R. Harms, Associate in Applied Science, Registered Nursing, cum laude.
Callie R. Gildner, Utility Technician Certificate.
Chloe M. Camerata, Associate in Applied Science, Registered Nursing, cum laude.
Jody Marie Wabazoo Henry, Associate in Science.
Penny L. Casteller, Associate in Applied Science, Registered Nursing.
Madison J. Wong, Associate in Applied Science, Business Management.
Isaac L. Hyatt, Utility Technician Certificate, magna cum laude.
Vincent J. MacArthur, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice, Pre-Service.
Connor C. Gibbons, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Brianna M. Jadrich, Associate in Science.
Caden Marcus Ozentowski, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Ethan J. Romzek, Associate in Science.
Tyler J. Koenig, Utility Technician Certificate.
Autumn G. Wiseman, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice, Pre-Service.
Tanton J. Babcock, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate.
Aiden N. Allen, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice, Pre-Service.
Clayton A. Hauser, Associate in Applied Science, Concrete Technology, summa cum laude.
Tyler S. Allen, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice, Pre-Service.
Connor T. Dahl, Associate in Applied Science, Concrete Technology, summa cum laude. Prince, Associate in Applied Science, Small Business Management, magna cum laude.
Grace E. Ryan, Associate in General Studies.
Rigby A. Fonts, Associate in Science.
Grace N. Samp, Associate in Science.
Emily K. Stefke, Associate in Science.
Justin S. Ratz, Associate in Science, summa cum laude.
Noah T. Bailey, Associate in Applied Science, Network Administration, and Cyber Security.
Abigail L. Coslow, Associate in Science.
Bryce R. Roy, Associate in Arts, Associate in Science.
Madison R. McDonald, Associate in Science.
Lillian R. Adams, Associate in Science.
Amanda Marie Bowner, Associate in Art.
Kenna Seifred, Associate in Science, summa cum laude.
Kyle E. Garlinghouse, Automotive Service Technician Certificate, Automotive Service Technician Master's Certificate.
Jesse J. Hartman, Associate in Science.
Violet Marie Olette, Associate in Applied Science, Auto Service Technology.
Nathaniel R. Kuhn, Associate in Science, summa cum laude.
Ethan E. Soik, Associate in Applied Science, Auto Service Technology, Auto Service Technician Certificate.
Hallie R. Torsch, Associate in Science, cum laude.
Gabriel D. Edwards, Automotive Service Technician Certificate, Automotive Service Technician Master's Certificate.
Keegan J. Cullum, Associate in Science.
William G. Schultz, Associate in Arts.
Serenity I. Sears, Associate in Applied Science, Marketing.
James M. Schultz, Associate in Art.
Liberty R. Kimball, Associate in Arts, cum laude.
Tristan L. Simra, Associate in Arts, cum laude.
Carter Vance Upper, Associate in Science, summa cum laude.
Grant Casey Slater, Associate in Applied Science, Electrical Maintenance Technician, summa cum laude.
Rebecca J. Carlson, Associate in Science, cum laude.
Nathan A. Coster, Associate in Applied Science, Welding Technology.
Ariana L. Soderquist, Associate in Science, summa cum laude.
Evan D. Fairbanks, Associate in Applied Science, Welding Technology, cum laude.
Heather L. Bancroft, Associate in Applied Science, Registered Nursing, cum laude.
Brett G. Morshan, Associate in Applied Science, Machine Tool Technology.
Caitlin Noel Hawley, Associate in Applied Science, registered nursing, cum laude.
Michael P. Bergdahl, Associate in Applied Science, Utility Technology, Utility Technician Certificate, cum laude.
McKenna Ray Lalonde, Associate in Applied Science, registered nursing.
Callie Janis, Associate in Art.
Carmen E. Deller, Associate in Applied Science, registered nursing, cum laude.
Maya J. Detmer, Associate in Art, magna cum laude.
Justice Kaylin Carter, Associate in Applied Science, registered nursing, cum laude.
Hannah G. Moore, Associate in Art, summa cum laude.
Emma J. Hudson, Associate in Applied Science, registered nursing, summa cum laude.
Jacob D. McDonald, Associate in Art.
Ashley Arlene Mamp, Associate in Applied Science, registered nursing.
Hayden A. Winiger, Associate in Art.
Avery C. Hoffman Robertson, Associate in Applied Science, registered nursing.
Hank A. Dawson, Associate in Applied Science, Electrical Maintenance Technician, Apprentice Electrical Certificate, Apprentice Electrical Advanced Certificate.
Gabriella G. LaCrosse, Associate in Applied Science, registered nursing, cum laude.
Patrick M. McCourt, Associate in Art.
Scott A. Skiba, Associate in Applied Science, registered nursing, cum.
Associate in Art, magna cum laude.
Kayla G. Wagner, Associate in Applied Science, registered nursing.
Mariah M. McNabb, Associate in Applied Science, Network Administration and Cybersecurity, summa cum laude. Anna K. Mishak, Associate in Science. Anna K. Mishak, Associate in Science, cum laude.
Heaven L. Flagel, Associate in Art.
David J. Ferguson, Associate in Applied Science, Welding Technology.
Samantha L. Fresky, Associate in Applied Science, Graphic Design.
Aiden J. Rouse, Welding Technician Certificate.
Brittany A. Dorr, Licensed Practical Nursing Certificate.
Jason T. Rouse, Welding Technician Certificate, magna cum laude.
Ashley Parker, a Licensed Practical Nursing Certificate.
Ishan A. Sandu, Associate in Art, cum laude.
Austin B. Morton, Associate in Science. Brendan B. DiBartolomeo, Associate in Applied Science, Business Management. Maxwell D. Coughlin, Associate in Applied Science, Business Management.
Todd Stewart Artley, Associate in Applied Science, Electrical Maintenance Technician, summa cum laude extraordinaire.
To the infinite power!
Good job. Good job.
So graduates, please rise and move your tassel from right to left. Yeah. Okay, graduates, please face the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present the 2025 graduating class of Alpena Community College. Graduates, please face the podium and remain standing. We have the retiring of the colors, please. So have a moment of silence and respect for that. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for the benediction?
Let us become before God in thanksgiving for all that we have been able to experience this evening. Oh God, tonight we say thank you for this time of celebration, for all the work, the hard work of the graduates, for all the dreams that have come true for them, to the skills and determination you have given them, and how they have now used them to accomplish their work here. May their accomplishments be blessings to all those here, family and friends, and the staff of the ACC, to see how they have made a difference for the graduates. And as these graduates look to their next steps, may they take with them the learning here, the gifts from here, and the resources from here. We celebrate with joy what they have received here, and may they be supported in the next things they do, knowing as they go forward that there are people who care for them and love them and will be there for them. And may they go forward and make a difference for the world, a world that cares and a world that takes care of each other. Be with them, O God, that they feel your presence and strength. And now bless them and offer them peace and care, and give them and us all joy for the journey ahead in your kingdom. Amen.
This concludes our 2025 commencement ceremony. To allow the graduates and staff the honor of a formal recessional, the audience will remain in place until all graduates have marched from the arena. A reception honoring all graduates will be held immediately following the ceremony at the Besser Tech Center Commons, just down the hall.